I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get this second blunt rolled and all that shit. What's up with y'all? My man got the L roll before we even freaking get started. Shit, my man lit already. But
Gotta
you
get
already know
to it.
it's your boy 215 Got Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. Producer's new favorite podcast. Let me rap with you. I'm not gonna lie. This episode, I'm not even gonna lie. This is 2024. This episode was probably like 2 years overdue. I ain't even gonna lie. 2 years overdue. Two great guests that that I've been paying attention. They've been working hard, putting in, working their craft, putting in, showcases, performances, live performances, venues. Just going all over state to state. Just taking every opportunity they can get. Just making a name for themselves. We got the
Yeah.
Law Society in the building. We got Big Quick.
What
And
up?
my
What
guy
up?
still will kill in this bitch. You feel me?
You already
You are.
know.
What's up with y'all, man? It's been a long time coming, man. Long time no see with you guys.
No facts, bro. It definitely been a little minute, bro.
Nah, but I'm gonna say it like this. Definitely had a hell of a run, like doing venues, dropping mad singles and stuff. That I'm Gary say a song I just had a chance to play previously. That was what an unreleased single.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
First time heard. So you got a little special package, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's just that much mad work in the tuck. You hear me? It's mad work in the tuck.
Now I'm not even gonna lie because we're talking about mad work in the tuck, and for the fans who already know, you guys have been very very consistent with your work. For I'm not even gonna lie, from I say like this, just from my research and history alone, you've had releases all the way back since 2010, 2012. I'm gonna say. I'm Gary. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. We definitely gonna get into the orders before that, but I wanted to make sure my time was correct.
Nah,
But
you right. You
that's
right.
You
what.
said it's about right. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. So like, I definitely know there's a lot of line of work that I need to know of that I need to trace back to. So, I mean, and I'll definitely let y'all tell the stories of origin on both sides. So like, basically, how did music start for both of y'all?
Facts. No, real shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, you asked that question because niggas was just talking about that shit earlier. Like, it's kind of like lineage. Like, both of us got elders in our family that was like, you mean, guitar players, drum players for certain famous motherfuckers and all that. So it's like that music shit been around, you know what I'm saying? Like the gambling huff, that's heavy in my family, you feel what I'm saying? Like I was in them studios little, you feel what I'm saying, looking at them big ass soundboards. So it's like it was always naturally gonna come to me and all that. And then like, you mean, probably around the same time, like third grade and shit. Shit, just everything became like the only way I was good at my work in school was like memorizing it by making some type of rhyme out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit kind of where that shit came from. Just like everything that I wanted to memorize, I had to rap that shit. So
I'm
that shit
curious.
just grew from there.
What were like some of the early influences that y'all kind of like looked up to, or like was there any like rappers that were mainstream that y'all kind of like had an influence on when y'all was rapping?
As a buck, it started off with Nas, cause like, you know, we in my youngest years, like the Nas Jay-Z beef was like going crazy. And my pop was heavy, you mean, with the Nas, like, you know what I'm saying? So just by that being, you know, I mean, my pop listened to Hove too, but I'm just more gravitated to Nas, like his storytelling style and shit, like that kind of, you mean, helped me develop like my direction as well.
So when Ether dropped,
Boy, listen, I
you was
remember
definitely
being the only one. You by that time, you know, Hove was already getting a little more popular than Nas. You feel what I'm saying? And so I remember being the only nigga really that really was in the artistry of the shit, not the popularity contest of the shit. Like, no,
hmm
Nas baked this nigga. You feel me? Like young as shit, like arguing with my classmates. You feel me? Like second, third grade, bro. You feel me? So,
Niggas ain't trying to
yeah,
hear
niggas
that
wasn't trying to
though.
hear that shit. You
Niggas
mean?
wasn't trying to hear that. I was on the other side. I was rocking with Hov and
Yeah,
Biggie.
Nas baked the shit
So
out that nigga though, bro.
niggas was not trying to hear none of that shit.
no, big facts for sure. And to be honest, for me, like I said, I look at hip hop as an art. I'm not looking at it as a popularity contest. And like you said, as much as I was a Jay-Z fan, like I said, Reasonable Doubts, that's one of my favorite albums.
Hell
Of
yeah.
all time.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorite albums of all time.
Shit, that 22
But-
twos.
Hov got, I'm about to say, fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Hov got that body of work.
Cannot
I had to
kick
grow up,
it.
get more into the street and get more into understanding money and business and shit like that in my like later teens to really fuck with Hov. But as a, like in the origin story, like it was Nas, bro. Like it was Nas.
Good,
Bro.
say,
That
what's up-
motherfucking
what's
New
some of
York
your
state of mind,
influences?
bro.
So I'm weird. I ain't gonna hold you. My influence was like down south motherfuckers like Pimp C, fucking Scarface and shit,
Ghetto Boys and shit.
Ghetto
like that.
Boys, fucking West Coast, Too Short, like fucking Snoop. So I'm like all over the place. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No, I'm the same way. As much as I've been in the East Coast, I'm an East Coast cat to the end. I grew up on a lot of pop, a lot
Yeah.
of Ice Cube. You know, that's what I said. I definitely NWA, Dr. Dre.
Nah,
Ford.
for sure.
Definitely.
I
Later
definitely
down the
grew up.
line,
So I had my share of like listening to a lot of West Coast music along with, you know, the Jay-Z, Biggies, and Nas and stuff.
Exactly.
So I
Like-
definitely
Don't
understand
forget
that.
about 3-6, bro.
Nah, for sure.
Nah,
3-6, Outkast.
6, that Outcast, boy.
Yeah.
Come on, that speaker box and Love Below. That was the first shit I bought with my own money.
To be
You
honest,
feel me? The
Three-
Double John, that was my
3-6
first shit I bought with my
3-6
own
Mafia
pay.
was more of my party days. Like once I started going out partying more, that's when I really started listening to 3-6 Mafia and all that, and like all the like real like I say like Young Blood shit like that, like Lil
Yeah.
Jon, East Side Boy shit like that.
Bro.
That's when I was really like when I was
You talking
really
about
actually out
Blue
partying, like
Blue
Young Jon.
Horizon days. You
Yeah.
talking about you talking about back in the party boy days.
Yeah,
Party,
that was-
yeah, them party
was-
boy days.
that was more so my time, honestly. And you know, we here in Philly talking about the parties. Like honestly, it's
Mhm.
when was the last time was there an actual good like what was that the dollar parties? That's it.
Dollar
Man,
parties,
that shit was a time, and that was really when that shit was hitting again. That was really when we was really starting to really jump into this rap shit. You feel what I'm saying? You talking about like what? 06, 05, 07 type around that time type shit. Like
Oh, 6, nigga, damn.
something like that, right? Some shit like that.
Nah,
That was that time though, bro. Like, but
Damn.
that was around the time
Definitely
niggas dropped
middle
clap
school.
music. You feel what I'm saying?
Baltimore,
Yeah.
Baltimore club mix music and shit.
Yeah,
like
man.
That's what I said. Like that was a whole.
That was an
error.
error.
I say the like only person that's somewhat keeping that kind of sound alive to me, honestly, is Sloan, D4M Sloan. He's the only person to me that's honestly somewhat keeping that sound alive.
Mm.
If it weren't for him, that sound. If it weren't for him and Rico Havoc, and now we got like DJ Crazy and stuff. Now, if it wasn't for, but definitely I'm gonna have to really say like Sloan, Rico Havoc, and Sciano definitely.
Yeah,
Like if it wasn't for them, like the
They
genre
kept it
itself to
alive.
me would be completely
It kept it alive, but them young boys, them crazy and them, you saying they definitely revitalized that shit. Brought that fun back to it, that dance and shit. I respect the youngest for that. You
No, they
saying?
made it a lot more turn. And who else we got? Too Rare, definitely shout out to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I respect the youngest
What's
for
his
that.
name?
D30.
D30, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely one. Yeah, I'm Gary say.
Nah, the young boys killing
Shout
it,
out to them for
man.
bringing the fun back to
Yeah.
the shit.
Yeah, that's
Taking
what I'm
it
saying.
out.
That's the one thing I want to acknowledge with Philly. Like I'm glad that we finally have, like
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of these people really don't know that. To be honest, those guys can really actually spit if they want to, but they know
They know what
have
sells.
Yeah,
They know the
working.
smarts. They know the
Yeah,
business. That's
yeah.
all that is.
and they know their role in this shit. They know their role in this shit. So it's like
That's how I go.
so it's like, but speaking of y'all role, because we went to the early days of elementary, but now, you like you said, getting in your teen years and all that. So how did music really become more of a pedestal for you guys once y'all started getting older?
Man, first of all, it took fucking I don't know, like niggas had to force this motherfucker to even want to really like take this shit serious. So
Very
in
deep,
reality, like I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna take credit.
brother. I already knew
It
he was
took
about to
I
say
had to
that.
fucking force this nigga to come out the crib, to force this nigga to like, yo, chill, don't bust this trap. Go with me to the studio real quick and record. Like after that, nigga, you do the fuck you want.
Drop
But
your verse, go ahead, do your
and
you mean, do your
like
numbers, come back, all that, but put this work in.
right.
You mean like he definitely I can say that gang definitely was on me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it became more of a not just I'll walk up and nigga ciphers, fuck that shit up, walk off type shit. I was one of them niggas, bro. Like I was it made more focus on the street shit I had going on than the rap shit at all. But then like once I got with this nigga and this nigga was like pressing that shit like, nah, bro, like
I mean, not
you mean
you know, to me, it's
That's
like
facts.
coming from somebody who's lived in Philly for damn near most of my life. Like, I mean, hey, it's Philly for you. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
That's how I
that's
go.
Philly for you. Like,
Bro, we got like it's a cycle. Like you go from a street nigga to a rap nigga to fucking, or you go from a street nigga to a ball nigga. Like it's like almost everybody in the fucking city at some point had their moments of like on some street shit.
Got to. It's like it's just it's the only way to survive here, bro. Saying like only way to survive here. But like that's the thing. Like a lot of young people like they don't have aspirations because they only gotta survive. And I can say like how that music become a pedestal. Like niggas showing me the aspiration, like giving me the aspirations of like knowing my talent can actually like do something. You feel what I'm saying? Cause shows we was going and shit like that. Like we had them crowds going. I mean, we had them crowds going. That shit was showing me like, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
this shit is a reality. Like this ain't just something we just bullshit around with. Like I think that's what really made it become more of a, like a serious thing. Like when you start to see people gravitate to it, even now, like I mean, during this low fallback, you know, motherfuckers be looking for it, asking for it, fiending for it. It's like it lets you know like it's a product.
You know what people forgot? See, excuse me. A lot of people are so caught up on this content. I gotta drop content. I gotta drop.
Yeah.
People forget, like, and I kind of respect. Like, well, the label should, of course, do better, but I do respect the standard of. I call it gatekeeping quality.
Mm-hmm.
But for like, what I say is, I call it gatekeeping quality because it's like, you release so much music and put out so much, they're gonna be full.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got nothing for them to feed because you fed them so much. Sometimes it's good, like you said, for that fallback. Give them like a good 2 months, 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and expect like maybe drop a 30, 45 second preview clip of what's to come. Just give them that. Then probably drop like a couple months later, like still like gatekeep the quality to kind of like anticipate the fans. That's what I kind of look at it as.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Cause in reality, man, dropping music at the end of the day, it's a it's a love and shit like that. But it's like you can take a little break, but make sure you go out there and make sure they see your face. Make sure you rocking some shows. Make sure you putting in the work as well.
That's the one thing I definitely like. We have to. I always tell people, like, people always tell me how I keep such a balance even without having a consistent formula. It's because I'm always showing my face to people. People always still see me consistently. I still like if I see a fan or somebody I know that subscribed to the podcast. If I see you down the street or like I'm downtown somewhere, if I see you, I'll say like, yo, like I'm not that bougie of a motherfucker to be. I know
What
you
he
one of my
said?
fans.
Nah,
like,
for
hey,
sure.
yo,
He say
what's
you be
up?
too cool, you freeze to death. Can't be too cool in this game. Like, yeah, man, that's one thing I done.
Be conservative, but be cool.
Yeah, like I remember when my man said some shit like this once. I'm like, yo, don't be too cool and being on some lame shit, bro. Like, still be, willing to be outgoing, willing to connect. You don't connect, you don't got no network. You got no network, you ain't worth shit. So, I mean, it's always best to keep them lines open. You feel what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
That's always the mission. Like,
Big facts. And then, like you said, now because Cause you rocking shit like No Days Off on your hat. So it's like you said, he, definitely put you in that position to be like, okay, now I can see what this is. So when now like the script is flipped, now y'all both got literally tracks with each other back to back. So it's like, when did you realize for yourself that it's like, okay, like I definitely got my guys backing me up, but it's like I definitely have to make that. I have to make that base, for my fans.
Well, I'm gonna say probably say like towards the end of 2020, 2021, I was more trying to take like the back seat with the label and shit. I was more trying to like be on the business side of shit, but I realized I peep how like the traction when I did little features. You see what I'm saying? I hop on some shit, I do a little verse. I peep the traction, like I peep it was more like, okay, like what's up with Quick? Like, yo, like we want more Quick, we want more Quick. So that shit had me pull myself back into the artistry. Like, I don't know, somewhat regrettably. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like we'd be a lot I could have put us in more better position if I would have been focused more on just handling the business and not trying to do both, be an artist at the same time. But at the same time, it's
I
like
understand that perfectly.
it come down to like supply and demand. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
It's like opening up a restaurant. Once you give them good food, you gotta
yeah,
keep giving them good food.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. And it's like, and one thing I say, me and bro was just talking about this shit. Like, when we get together on shit, that shit give motherfuckers like that real hip hop vibe, like that real hip hop shit, like on that fucking Quiet Storm Mob Deep joint hip hop. Like we give niggas them type of chills, like, and that's what make motherfuckers want it. So
That's the type of shit that I appreciate. For real.
it's
That's why I
hard
got
to
y'all
be
niggas on
like,
here.
I'ma just focus on the numbers and not focus on the artistry. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what really pulled me back in though, seeing them. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's probably how like Bill Russell probably felt when he just wanted to coach, and it was like I got coach and play type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just was what it was,
Mm-hmm.
and it led to some good shit, man. It led to definitely good runs. I mean, that Los Angeles tape is crazy stuff. The Stoners tape is crazy shit. Shout out to Stan, shout out to GYOD and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the shit that we got out, motherfucking iconic, bro. That shit is still like, it led to some shit like getting pulled back into the artistry, like I had to open up the creative, you know what I'm saying? Like open them coffers up.
And I definitely researched the statistics. You guys really have not only great quality music, but the fan base is also very consistent with listening to the songs, like, and also gaining new fans at the same time. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's not like I'm seeing thousands, almost 10,000 views, like
Yeah.
20,000 on consistent songs. Not like, and this is the one thing I'm not trying to put it out there with artists, but some people y'all got bot views. That's not my business. Whatever. Look, and because I'm gonna be honest, because like, and I pay attention to statistics, and definitely shout out my guy, Full Metal Parkers, because he's definitely my guy out of Virginia. He just like you guys, he has a real authentic fan base. See, when I be seeing certain people get certain views on certain songs, you might see like 20,000 one, but then you literally see like
150.
So it's like,
I know what's going on, bro. No,
like,
and it's crazy because at the end of the day, to get them type of shits, to get them type of numbers, it take consistency. It take a minute. Like, we done ran campaigns and shit like that and seen influx, but we done also seen how consistency, like, it's like, there you look up and it's like, oh shit, this joint at 30. Like, so that means motherfuckers is tapping in, and more than that, you got people who fuck with it so much they repeat listeners, and that's most important. Like, just like any product, like the most important is developing something that people want to come back for.
Getting
like,
fans is one thing, keeping them is the second half.
Retention.
That's why
retention,
the
bro.
biggest shit that you need to do as an artist is always fucking promote. promote,
Mhm.
make that shit like get that shit out, flood that shit, let the people see that shit, like put it in their fucking face. Like
Yeah.
that's why these $1 million companies is making all this money. They promoting they shit,
Hell yeah.
spending fucking millions of dollars just to be on the Super Bowl fucking commercial. Like
Promotion, marketing.
How do
that
y'all
shit is-
how do y'all think these radio stations stay alive?
fucking
Come on, man.
promotion, bro.
Commercials.
Like commercials.
The late and
My son be like, I hate ads.
The labels,
That's how
the
people pay the
payola
bills.
spins. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that. Like I say like this. Like the industry has its bullshit, but it definitely has its good parts too. That's what I always try to influence the people. You know,
Yeah.
learn the game. Definitely has its good, has its bad.
Take his benefits.
Right.
Saying,
So, and you know, I definitely want to get more on the hip hop subject, but the more important subject that I actually want to talk about in the matter is not only putting yourself out there as a great artist, but branding yourself. Like you said, campaigns, rollouts, stuff like that. Kind of want to rewind back to that conversation real quick because I feel like the artist, like you said, along with the promotion, campaigns, rollouts, stuff like that. I feel like artists, they always forget the important thing. Like even, like trust me, like even right now, like I always tell myself, like I'm looking at investments right now. Like I've been like every episode that I do with the podcast, I think about what's the next investment. How can I make the podcast look
Right.
like got outfit shirts coming in so I can have my own like little set
gotta
every
have
time.
the merch.
You feel me? So
Yeah,
that's what,
Gotta
you
merch.
branding yourself. You know
gotta have
you.
the merch, you know?
so
Gotta
just breaking it down to the artists that are still out there that are just putting their stuff out on Spotify, Apple Music. Let them know the importance of what goes beyond releasing that track.
The work, man, the footwork, that promotion, that marketing.
Mhm.
You know, trying
Like
to
you said
figure
earlier,
out
going outside.
how can you get that song in motherfucker faces. Like that's the main goal, cause you want to get looked at, and you don't care who fucking looking. You want everybody to look at you. That's if you want to be big dog. I mean, if you want to be a kitten, then you could just chill and just
Yeah, bro.
and just hope and pray that people start taking a look at you.
Just hoping.
Like I mean, that's the best I can say.
He
But
said
nah,
you
if you
just
want,
hope and pray and shit, man.
feel me?
No, that's
Like,
a fact though.
if you want to be big dog, if you want to be in the top, promotion, put yourself out there.
Facts, bro.
You don't gotta do no crazy shit like fucking, I don't know, set yourself on fire.
But it's just, and it's mad, like, it's mad stations out here. It's mad independent stations. It's mad. God, bro, right here.
I'm gonna give y'all a game
Man,
right now.
It's so many. Just send your shit out.
I'm gonna give
Send
y'all
it out.
I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds a game right now. Y'all better get y'all Googles. College Radio Directory.
Boom.
Do your research.
Boom. How many? Like 500, 1,500, somewhere between.
I think
somewhere
right now
around
it's like
there.
at 412, 430.
You know what I'm saying? Almost like 5, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like free
Like I said,
station.
do your Google. Once y'all
Just
Google
looking
that
for
shit.
music, looking for indie music, looking for good shit, bro.
Not only that, also, and
They
you know
they
it.
want
I do talk my shit on showcases and venues, but there are also still good venues out there. Just do your research. Make sure you find the right ones because some people out here are fucking goofies and just trying to take your money.
High key,
Go
watch
through
out
your-
for the
Go through your
scammers.
PRO registry, and just try to perform places that's registered with your PRO, so that you can register that performance and get a little bag back. Niggas start to worry about us going to Florida, but
Gotta get that money.
I got a deposit off it, so you feel
Gotta
me?
get that money.
You feel me? I got like what I'm supposed to
see,
do. Like, you
But
feel what I'm saying?
but you know
Like,
what, though, like, and at the end of the day, and that's what, we grow up as kids, like that's the dream. We want to do what we want to do for the money. But what I also tell certain artists is that like I understand that you want to do music, but you're not going to make it if you don't know certain ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, trust me, like even me as a producer, just making instrumentals and stuff, I'm still learning ropes, still learning
Mm-hmm.
about ASCAP and stuff like that, sound exchange. Luckily, I have a collective of artists who, and shout out my guy AB, younger ones in the generation who are able to teach me these things.
Yeah, man. Nah, for
No,
sure.
because that sound exchange, that shit is mad important. That BMI, that shit mad important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you said ASCAP. I got BMI personally. I'm saying it's really
No, like BMI or trust
either
me,
or.
BMI,
You know what I'm saying?
BMI
Nobody
is great, y'all.
yeah,
BMI
that's
is
what I'm
the
saying.
shit.
Either or. Nobody is. I'm not nobody.
You
Everybody
do,
picks
you
when
do,
they
you do your
pick.
shit right with BMI.
Yeah.
10, 15 years from now, you might be at the BMI awards with a little Grammy.
BMI like
I've
BMI,
I've seen it from the beginning to the end with some of these artists who are
Mm-hmm.
out now getting BMI awards, Grammys, and stuff like that. Shit's real.
real consistent,
Shout
bro.
out to BMI. I definitely,
So,
it's
it's all about having your shit in a row, having your ducks in a row, having your shit lined up.
exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, all these platforms, you know what I'm saying, all these DSPs and these distros, they all robbing us at some point, but, get robbed as least as possible.
At the end of the day, bro, and it's like, at the end of the day, and I've had my discussions with producers, and I agree. Like, to me, the streaming companies, to me now, there are people who figured it out. So to each his own. I'm not gonna knock how somebody else feels about it, but to me personally, this is coming from a person where, and like I said, before I really transitioned to taking production seriously, when I was taking rap seriously, I just come from a time where I get a mixtape or a little EP or project done. I had PCs, Windows XPs. Y'all young boys don't know about that, but we'll get back to that. But that's what I'm saying. I had like old ass Windows like XP type shit.
Yeah.
I get the project done, bro. I'm burning 2 discs at a time.
Come on.
Going and then what? I was.
Come on, then you gotta print. You got to print the cover.
No, bro. I say like,
grab the cases.
I was in West Philly, so the store right.
I already know on
the
dudes.
right there on Webster. Like that's why I said I go right there. I did my own artwork, so I already had the shit ready. So I just go send it to them.
Yeah, man.
I send them the design. Go to work. Go pick that shit up after work. Next day,
we talking
cases. Boom.
We talking
exactly how that.
copies.
Exactly how that shit. That's exactly how that shit go.
$5-10 a piece. And I'm talking about.
That's how niggas got started with graphic design, bro.
Exactly.
You feel me? Designing fucking covers and shit.
Making
a list,
crazy?
Putting your track list on the back of that shit and all that.
It's crazy. I was going through my creative mixtapes the other day because I got like a whole Philly collection.
Yeah.
Shout out to Strictly Graphics. Like,
yeah, man.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like especially like I'm in my 30s. Like, so like Philly childhood was basically, damn. Like most of the mixtapes we came to like artworks and all that was Strictly Graphics.
It was turned.
That shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they blueprint is the shit niggas. That's what I'm saying. And the shit I was running with, the crazy cover. You know what I mean? Take the centerpiece of the cover out, but leave the background of the cover and throw the track list. Like that was their format. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's where we got that format from.
Like I said, young boys, do y'all homework.
That's where we got that format from.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I may be 30, but it's like, bro. I just feel like. And once 2025 hits, it's really gonna be a motherfucker. I just feel like we're in that time of music and just media where I feel old but young because it's like the shit is not like. I mean, the only content or promo we had back then was a little mixtape trailer or a couple of music videos to promote the genre. Other than that, you had to.
You was outside passing out flyers or passing out the mixtape. You had to be on a We Run the Streets mixtape or a DJ set project or
DJ Amir, DJ Brand, whoever was out here was a DJ M Extra, Park Ave Jimmy, whoever was out here slanging the exclusive freestyles and shit.
Yeah, man.
If you wasn't getting your shit with them, you had to have a video on All Flamers, hip hop since 1987.
Hip hop since 1987. Motherfucking World Star.
Still in the game.
And motherfucking YouTube, bro. And still to this day. fucking
back
YouTube.
then, two dope boy shot, shit like that. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's just a different time now. But
definitely transition been wild, bro.
But I will say this though, this is the one thing I will give to the era of content creation. It has revealed that you can really unlock your like true potential of how you really want to release your music. Like just iPhones alone. I had the conversation with Cosworld, just shooting with an iPhone, stuff like that. So the new world of technology and content creation, what I do admire and it's opening my mind every day is that it really opens up your world of how you can really release content or really release what you want to express. A lot of people are just too fucking scared because they're so worried about what the next person thinks, and they feel like if they post it, they're gonna think they're lame or whatever.
Worry about somebody being too cool till they freeze, bro. I mean, like we already talked about.
But me personally, for those who love themselves and really unlock the level of self-love, for those who already unlocked that, content creation is just easy. You know your message you want to put out, so it's like boom, you just put it out in the way you want to do it, and it's like that's the one thing I do admire about content creation.
Oh, that's real. That's real. I fuck with you. Fuck with that.
So, but me personally, what I still respect about you guys and there are still a lot of artists who still, like you said, still go outside, still go to the networking expos. That's still important to the artists out there. It's not just about the internet. The networking expos, doing shows like you guys have done like little mini tours and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
So
you gotta be in the mix. You gotta actually put yourself out there. You gotta, like you said, make your network. Like network. Like at the end of the day,
you never know who, like you said, never know who watching. Saying you
never know who watching.
Saying like.
So me personally, I've seen videos of you guys' performances and you guys actually authentically perform. So how do you guys feel about artists who still perform with the lyrics in the song?
So I'm gonna keep it funky, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like in the beginning stages it might be necessary.
Nah, it's definitely because I seen like big dog like big time like artists perform with their track like in the background. So it's like I'm not gonna frown upon on that. Cause I do that sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you, but
I've had my share of doing. Like I said,
I ain't gonna.
It might be necessary because you still have to find your flow on the stage.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna hold you. Depending on the situation, I've used the track on, but like,
yeah, I mean, I
ain't gonna fraud. I ain't gonna fraud.
But you should by artistry. You should know your shit.
You should 1000%.
It's just like you mean the Kiss, the D Block Diplomats version.
It's exactly like that shit. Yeah,
I know your shit.
Me personally,
I know your shit. You feel me? So
me personally, when I was at the Benny the Butcher and BSF show when they was down here in Philly recently, even Benny said it straight up, came out. We rapping over all our shit. We ain't doing none of that. Cause it's like shout out to Benny and then like and then
we know this shit.
And then a friend of mine sent me some footage of Tommy Richmond, if I'm getting his name correct, the R&B singer, him performing damn, I forgot the name of. It's funny. He has the hottest song. And I forgot the name of that shit. Oh, $1 Million Baby. Boom.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
My bad, Tommy. But yeah. So I seen a clip of him performing that live. No background singer.
Yeah.
No auto tune.
Yeah.
None of that shit.
Word.
Killed
it. Yeah, man.
Gotta know your shit.
Yeah, I know your shit.
Best performances is like that. You know your shit. You know you able to get that shit. Shit for me, like especially like my favorite songs to perform and shit. It's like I don't know, bro. Close your eyes, get in that zone. It's different than when it's like you threw a performance together. It's a track you might have just released or did a feature with somebody, and it's they performance and all that. You pull up and they already like they had they shit they track in the background. You might have memorized it, but it's a different wavelength with the song. And I think sometimes it's that too. Like sometimes it depends on the track. Like if it's a song you really like, I mean, by definition, if it's a song you perform every single time, hell yeah. But generally, the song you perform every time was the song that you resonate most with. The song you must resonate most with is the songs that your fans resonate most with. Like shit, on my own, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I ain't even think like that shit still probably I think like one of my highest stream songs and shit.
Hmm.
I ain't think people was gonna fuck with that John. Like
It's always
the
the ones
way
that people
you feel
don't
what I'm
think you
saying.
fuck
I
with that
just
have
was
to
more
always
so
tell
like
people.
just talking some real shit in the moment. You feel me? Like that John and like slipping. Like and I shit, it's crazy like how wicked the world is cause shit, there's a lot of females that really hit me with the like slipping the one. Like damn, like I really felt that. Like damn, like it's wicked the world. Like how many people friends be the ones that you mean. So like
I keep it
a
being
lot you mean. But even that like I
realism is and realism is realism. And
the
then
the
people
the
spread
top
it from
the
afar.
top the top artist ever man is realism and realism is vulnerability man. Like speaking from a place like you said that other you got to have enough love for yourself to not care what other people feel about how you speak from there. And a lot of people promise they can't come from that place. Coming from that place is is the best creation. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that
say it
place that
like
other
this
people share the
for
show.
those who aren't in that place, I just tell them like if you're in a place where you don't love yourself, just like, sometimes I say like this. Even if you gotta close your ears like this, close your ears, close your eyes.
Tap in. Tap in. Nigga, that's
Like
it.
just like don't listen to nothing or see anything around you. Just know what's like. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's
tunnel vision for real, for real.
honestly.
Tap in with self, bro.
Nah, cause
Yeah.
I say like this. It's not even just television no more. You gotta think about it, cause think about how we grew up as kids. Like we go to school, we be around our friends. They talk about oh this is cool, that's cool. I'm not
Yeah,
even
that
gonna lie. I
outer
was always
influence.
what shout out to Major Flash like what he would say like a black swan, like an eyeball, like stood out. Like me personally, I just never. I was a popular kid at one time, but gave that shit up. That shit ain't cool. Trust me, this is coming. Trust me, coming from me. Being the popular one is not really cool as it is.
I mean, it's all
As people think
it
it is.
depends. It depends.
That
It depend though, and it depend on how it come. Cause sometimes that should just come through. When it comes through authenticity, ain't nothing wrong with it. Cause you not popular for kissing nobody. You're not popular for being in no group. Like when you ain't
popularity
popular for
amongst the conscious
being a
makes sense.
jock, when you ain't popular for being a this or that, but you just popular for being yo, that motherfucker cool as shit. You mean that shit happens, but that just come from you mean once again authenticity, man. Just be yourself at the end of the day.
That's why I call it being a. I call it a pop baby. Popular amongst conscious.
Yeah,
You feel
nah,
me?
for sure.
That's why shout out my pop babies. But and to be honest, like I said, you spoke on some of the songs that you think, like you said, you didn't think that people will fuck with certain songs. So for you, Will, cause your catalog, like I said, goes all the way back to like 2010,
Mm-hmm.
2011. So now we have to like we gotta go to the dig the grave to China, but you know
Yeah,
so
I've been working. That's all.
around what year and what song would you say was like that shift? Like, okay, this is the time. Like the first milestone. Like this is the one. This is the time to turn up.
In hindsight, I know you gonna say crazy, cause that's one of your favorites and shit. Um,
I'll let him speak on that. I'll let him speak on that after.
so I know, bro would say crazy. Honestly, man, I think we have this one song called Wu Tang Flow, and that shit right there, man. When we recorded that shit and made that shit, that's when I felt like, yo, like this is we. I know what's up. I found my pocket. I found my voice, And that from there, that was just like, man, I'm just gonna bomb on everything from now on. So, shit, man. I just started bombing on shit. I got on features, bombed on shit. Like it's shit out there, bro, that niggas didn't even release, cause I bombed on them niggas, bro. So it's
Come
like,
on, bro.
so it's like
Damn,
I
why
ain't
you
even gonna
gotta go
trip.
there?
I ain't even
Don't
gonna
go there.
trip. So it's like at the end of the
hey,
day,
this is Let Me Rap With You. We speak off that.
That's-
yeah, nah, for sure,
that's-
bro. Like
That's
it's
been going on, man, since that's been going on with us for a long time. Like, you know
Bro.
what? These niggas went too crazy. Like, I thought you said that was gonna be on the tape, bro.
yeah,
You
niggas
feel
like,
me?
bro,
That shit don't never make
I've
it.
had
Niggas
I
You
fold.
feel me? Like,
probably-
yo,
I probably-
y'all niggas irritating.
I got a good 15 probably features that's probably not.
Hey, man,
Y'all
that's how
probably
that
would never
shit
hear 'em
go.
from the light of day unless I probably robbed that motherfucker. You don't even have them no more. And the funny thing is, I engineered half these songs, but like,
Yeah.
I lost
That's how that shit go, bro.
Like if I still had like my old computer, oh yeah, y'all be in trouble. I would have leaked them bitches already. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I engineered them bitches,
See-
like, oh yeah, I would have leaked all them bitches.
See, I'm a very respectable person, so I ain't gonna leak none of the shits that I have.
If I do
in
the
a
feature
tub.
for free, I'm dropping it.
Yeah,
Now, if you paying me, then that's another story. To each his own. You ain't gotta drop. You know, you make the
I ain't
rules. You
gonna
pay
lie.
me, but I do the feature for free. I better see that shit
Brody
out.
said,
Baby.
bro, that Wu-Tang flow joint was, you mean, but
Like you said, crazy. You felt like crazy was the one.
I mean, yeah, bro, crazy was crazy. Crazy was crazy, but for me, when I seen like, all right, bro, really, he there was that it was the whole pimp. Man,
Some about pimping ain't dead.
dead, bro. That whole
Yeah.
album, bro. Like, first of all, when he came to me, like, we about to do the Pimp Our Blood, John. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, man.
I said, all right, bro. Like, the one thing, like, bro, always been crazy with the flow, but like, it's all about, like you said, like knowing your lane, knowing your role, and like when bro get in his lane, bro, it's like I don't really know, especially far as Philly niggas, especially far as where we from. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know another nigga that talk that pimp shit like my brother. That shit is, man. That's when I be like, this nigga is here, like right now, like that whole project is crazy.
I definitely, especially around the time we met around like 21, 22. I definitely heard like, you know, shout out my dog Larry June. You know, you feel me? I feel like, you know, some of them tracks I heard from you early back then, like I felt like, you know, I could have heard Larry do some features.
Yeah, that's funny because you was in you was there when we recorded the intro for the fucking tape and shit.
Yeah, you definitely was there for that shit.
Shout out the pop tracks.
Tracks.
I can't talk. Fuck
Yeah.
my fault. But yeah, that's funny. You was there for that fucking studio session, and it was like,
facts. I would, if I ain't lose my last drive, y'all, I would have that shit.
yeah,
Bro, that was a man. That was a jewel. That was a
yeah, man.
That was a jewel that's gone forever, boy. That was a great.
Yeah, they had the fucking
It was a great
the fucking they was selling the vendors and shit there too.
It was the 420
It was
session.
the 420 session. Yeah, they had the fucking vendors and shit.
When we was dropping high as us.
I think Ness was there too. I think I seen
Yeah.
Ness there that night too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing the high as us, John.
Shit, bro. We was fucking we finished the session and shit. This nigga is fucking freestyling off of Pop Tracks fucking beats and shit. We fucking just chilling and smoking and shit. Like, bro, that shit was like a good ass situation.
Yeah, that was a turn. That shit was a turn.
Definitely, you know, legendary. Definitely shout out.
That was a legendary situation.
You feel me?
That was definitely a legendary situation.
Yeah, for real. No, that was definitely a crazy ass night. Shout out my dog Drew. He was definitely there too. But what I would question is, you know, and like you said, you got the merch. You know, it's Lost Society. So what made you come up with the name Lost Society?
Well, shit, Lost Society, that shit actually, I mean, that shit was my brother's shit to begin
Shout out
with.
to
I mean, shout out to
JDA.
JD, you know what I'm saying? He already still doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Mobbing heavy into that peak, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Some strong ass weed. I'm saying strong ass weed, I ain't gonna lie. Fucking, so, you mean, basically, bro?
My fault.
Basically,
Shout
the
out to
nigga
Ryan
was
Broccoli.
like, basically, the bro was, you mean, on some shit like, listen, you mean, I'm out here, you mean, putting on for the loss, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that ain't really, basically, like, another, like, we keeping, it's funny how, I guess we call it the key word, and, like, I'm saying, those is authentic to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Really trying to fit in. Ain't really trying to just do what everybody else doing. You saying generally those that end up, lost and left to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need those that speak, have a voice for them, understand them and connect with them. You feel what I'm saying? You got, like Dirk call himself the voice, Bad call himself the speaker. Like, that's exactly, what Law Society is. Like, the voice and speaker for those people, you know what I'm saying? They get left to the side because they rather be real to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They rather war with the world than war with themselves. And that's us. Saying we going to war with anybody before we war with our own. That's how I go.
No, big facts. And I'm going to say, so definitely shout out to Jay. So what made you want to, like, carry on, what he had started?
You mean like we had like some some shit going on, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of at the conclusion of it, it was like, yo, he came at me like, listen, I respect the fact that you said you was gonna do some shit and it got done. You saying I need them type of motherfuckers around me. And being as we was on a like-minded path on that tip, I seen the talent. I also seen, what was around and what needed to be trimmed, what needed to be kept and could grow. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt like, all right, brothers, we can do this shit. And then, like I said, like later in the line, it just happened to be that I hopped on a couple Jones, and then the demand became like, oh, we want to hear more quick. Like, we want to hear more quick. So that's what made me get back. Because, like I said, I wasn't really getting down to be on the artistry side. It was more to get down and, just help grow the brand and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen the vision on the business side.
No, that's the one thing with artists. Like, growing your music's one thing, but your brand is your legacy. So to me, it's like,
yeah, bro,
both sides matter. And honestly, like, along with like building the brand, like you said, you got the music, got the videos, and like you said, you definitely have the catalog. Will we be seeing another Stoner series?
Another Stoner series. I'm not sure. Pride. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I said,
you
like,
there, how?
like, it's that time of the
mean,
year, bitches trying to cuff a nigga for the bag. And
they trying to smoke. I mean, shit. We always. One thing about us, dog. We genuine stoners. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? We ain't opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? If it's demand for one thing about us, man, like if it's demand for it, like we gonna cook it up.
I say like
that's
this,
just how I go.
When this episode drops on YouTube, y'all put in the comments, we get a little vote.
You know what I'm saying? If it's demand for it, like you feel what I'm saying? If y'all was fucking with that every day, you feel what I'm saying? If y'all was fucking with that stargazing, you feel what I'm saying? If y'all was fucking how we fuck that shit up. We definitely, put it together another, go back to the stove with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we do is get gassed up. So ain't about shit. You feel me?
So so I got a personal question for you, Will.
Yeah.
Cause me, like you said, and honestly, now we actually have a genre for the shit.
Yeah, man.
Like lifestyle rap.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion on it? We definitely have to have this conversation because definitely shout out to people like Currency, Dom Kennedy, the Jets, Young Roddy, definitely artists who definitely
trademark Skydiver.
I'm gonna also say because Wiz Khalifa, because like some people still call him Trap Wiz,
Smoke
but I feel like Wiz Khalifa transitioned. Like, when he does shit with like Cardo and Sledgerin, I feel like that's like lifestyle rap. So I feel like Wiz Khalifa is definitely so. Got Wiz Khalifa, Larry June, Primo Rice, so definitely we now that there
Primo
is
earlier. That's funny as shit.
Bro, like,
we was just listening to that nigga earlier.
I love lifestyle rap.
Yeah, man. No, same, bro. I'm a huge fucking Spitter fan. Like, I'm a huge Currency fan and shit. Like, bro. I got the
I'm glad
fucking
Dom Kennedy's dropping another album.
Yeah.
Finally needed that shit. This is
shit.
what
I'm a fucking Dom Kennedy fan, bro. That fucking Get Home Safe is my shit. I play that
an
shit
album that
all the
deserves to
time.
be on all platforms.
I agree, 1000%, bro. I am tired of
I
going to
agree.
YouTube for that shit.
I
Come
mean,
on, Dom. Like,
Yellow album. I understand there are certain samples that they would have to get cleared like a motherfucker.
yeah, but
Get
nah.
Home Safely. Come
I
on.
need that shit on DSPs,
Dang,
bro.
man,
That's
get
my
like that,
shit.
though. These DSPs, bro, they be blocking.
I know,
They be
but like,
blocking.
I mean, to be
Sometimes
honest,
you gotta do what you gotta do. Shout out to the innovators.
I keep it a bean. Days Before Rodeo, to me, honestly, is the only mixtape that has been released as an album and they didn't miss a song because most projects they drop.
yeah,
Like ASAP, Lil Love ASAP. They got like 3 songs missing. Out of
Right.
This World,
Yeah, every
Leave,
time.
Kissing Pink, which is probably one of the best fucking like Kissing Pink is what made me ASAP Ferg.
It's always the
So-
best shit missing off. Hey man, it's always the best shit
That's
missing
why
off the
it's like,
shit.
what's that? Wiz's the Taylor Autodice.
yeah, man. They
Come
switched the
on.
beat on the fucking
Come on, don't even
what was
start-
that shit? Forgot what track that was.
The
Like
only nigga
track.
in First Class interlude.
Yeah. Like, they switched the beat on that shit, bro. I was so mad. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers.
That's
Like,
what they
damn.
do, bro.
But nah, shout out to
Clearance.
Liz, man. That shit still,
Yeah.
that's still my
I say
shit.
it like this, like even like you said with Currency, you know what I mean? Like I got an MP3 player, you know what I mean? Currency mixtapes that's not on all platforms that they select. Like,
Oh yeah, bro.
what's that? Him and Alchemist, they still need to drop the
Shit.
Carlton Heist.
Yeah, Carlton Heights, the cigarette boats, man.
Cigarette
fucking-
Boys. I
that's
think
my
I
shit.
think they got cigarette boats finally. They finally got.
You know, it's
Cigarette Boys.
funny.
Fuck with
Shout out
that
to Spitter, bro. I've been to Spitter concert like 3 times when he came to Philly.
Mm.
Like, bro, every time I went to his fucking CD signing and shit to get the CD signed. Fucking one day, bro, my car got stolen and the CD was in that fucking car. That shit hurt my
He said,
soul.
fuck the car, the CD.
Yeah, nah, fuck the car.
Like,
The CD was in
CD.
that bitch. That had his signature on that shit. That hurt my heart, bro. I was like, fuck. Living in Kensington.
Bro.
Shout out to Kensington,
the
man.
Kenzo, the Kenzo chapter, bro.
But
Listen,
I say it like this. Speaking
that
of
chapter in the book gonna be
But
wicked.
speaking of Kenzo, I'm not gonna lie. Kenzo, to be honest, and you know, me being as a person who loves Philly hip hop,
Yeah.
Kenzo is definitely in the run right now because we can go from OT to Real,
Yeah.
the Kid Jazz,
Yeah.
to you guys,
Yeah.
to Skrilla.
Yeah.
Are there any other artists that
Yeah.
y'all can name out there for me? Because
Yeah. Oh, you pretty much covering it, bro. Like,
definitely
I think-
shout out Kid Jazz.
I-
Like, a
yeah.
lot of people aren't giving them his flowers.
I'll say, man.
Niggas want to hate, but you know.
I was like,
shout out to
definitely
Kid Jazz,
shout out to
that.
Skrilla on that recovery and all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that shit crazy. He definitely been putting the fucking, like, the scope on it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we definitely got what video we got there? We definitely got we got a couple videos down there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a
But
video on YouTube.
We ain't really
fucking-
go crazy on putting the scope on it too. Like, so
that shit
definitely
low
shout out-
budget,
definitely,
nigga.
Definitely give me shout. Not even on that tip, just like you
That shit
mean
was low budget.
pulling them in like how bro be pulling them niggas. Come get on camera. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
putting
Nah,
he
yeah.
putting the scope on it. Like, but that's how that's you know that's always going. You mean be the best way. Like again, keeping it authentic, keeping it tall and shit. Like, I mean, one thing about the city, that's one thing why a lot of the music succeeds. You know what I'm saying? One thing is like struggle is like a man made, like it's a pain point that everybody can understand. And so it's so much struggle here that like when we express it, you mean it's easy to reach. It's easy to reach.
Nah,
Sure.
for sure.
So, what will be what would I say? Because I'm gonna say it like this: we're kind of going finally into the fourth stretch of the year, going into the last quarter. You know
Mhm.
what's in store for Big Quick and Still Will. And Society. we going into the fourth quarter, the final buzz down for 2024.
we lighting some shit up, man. We gonna drop some.
It's got some drops. I'm saying it's
Got
got some
some-
drops, but Probably just drop some, unreleased shit that's already done. You know what I'm saying? Really just cook up on the hibernation shit, like revamp for
Make sure
25.
y'all definitely stream the shit. You know, Kyrie Irving. Y'all see, I
Revamp for
put that on the
25.
previews on the
Definitely,
Instagram.
go
Yeah,
tap into that
shout
Kyrie.
shout out the Ladder Leaf
Definitely
North
shout out
Side.
to
What's
the bro.
up?
Stocked up. I'm saying, shout out. I'm saying, that motherfucking Kyrie Irving still crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that shit's still crazy. We definitely got another joint we about to drop. Ghetto Reese. We got another joint we about to drop. You know what I'm saying? One of our bros from Cali. We gonna keep that on the. You know what I'm saying? Like that, when he drop that shit, you better stick to the plan with it. You feel me? Like we got some shit. In the tuck. Like, keep it tall. Like, we had some shit go on that just had us go, all right. It's time to like sit back. Like bring the pieces back a little bit. You know how you go on an attack on the chessboard and a couple pawns get snatched up, maybe lose a rook. Then you gotta pull your bishops back, and just really analyze the board a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it been like that to really see like what's the lane, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna maximize us. You feel what I'm saying? Where we can get back to like being in the creative space and keeping the business thriving as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like one thing that happens is you start getting too heavy into one or the other and shit. You get too busy in the, trapping on the merch side and trapping on this side and that side, and then you ain't dropping no music. Or you get too crazy on the dropping, keeping to a schedule, and you ain't keeping up with your store, your merch, dropping new designs and shit. Like, I gotta come out with some new collections, this and that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
No, that's the one thing I'm definitely looking at.
It's all about
2025 is just
strategizing
getting
for 25.
getting new designs. That's definitely something I'm looking into. But one thing that I want to talk about, because you guys have been on a lot of venues, a lot of showcases. So when it comes to show preparation, sound check, stuff like that, and also performing out there, communicating with the fans, what's the importance of that?
Man, I love performing.
Speak on it.
I love that shit, dog. I love fucking turning up with the fans, getting them involved, giving them the energy, giving them the respect that they deserve, man. Because at the end of the day, like, that shit is like the best feeling, to go out there and to project your art to people and have them receive it with love, man. Like, shit, bro. That shit is like the best feeling. Like, I'm a motherfucker that I'm getting off the stage. I'm fucking walking through the crowds and shit. Like, I know I gotta stop doing that shit, but I just love doing that shit, bro. Like, I love just mingling with the crowd and shit,
bro. Like, that's what you here for. Like, MC me move the crowd.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And like, for me, that's one thing I love is that challenge. Like, you feel what I'm saying? What they say, man? Them Philly motherfuckers, they boo Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me? Like, Philly a tough fucking crowd, bro. Like, I love being a motherfucker that'll be like, yo, y'all too cool. Like, no, let's get to it.
One thing Larry and Benny both said when I was at the show, because when Larry came to Philly last time, and I actually have the blog on the Let Me Rap With You page if anybody wants to see that.
Okay.
That was the first time he sold out at the TLA.
Right.
And he was like, sold out in Philly, they gonna let you know. They gonna let you know if they fuck with you or not.
Nah, facts though.
Same thing with Benny. Said the same thing, like,
Philly a tough crowd.
Tough crowd. So I like that challenge, bro.
Yeah, man.
Benny John, that shit oversold. Like, that shit was out the door.
Well, you gotta think about it though. Like, Philly a trap nigga town. Like, you feel me? So, and Benny on that trap shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, what? I mean, not mine. Not mine. Fuck. You feel me? I'm about to.
I mean, like you said, it's Philly. That's how we raised. I say it like this. Like,
I fuck with Benny. That's the keep it there.
Like I said, real niggas speak on real nigga shit. Cause it's like everybody. I'm pretty sure I got homies out. Like you said, shout out the West Coast. Got homies out there. Same shit. It's not all palm trees and nice hoes. But I'll say it like this.
Trap is a trap.
Outside of Philly, where would y'all say is y'all favorite place that y'all performed at?
Mm. See, I would say.
You gotta ask these questions because you know look, you never know. The fans might be watching one day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I done had fun. I
uh,
can say one of my favorite Jones was we had a show in New York. That was one of my favorite Jones.
oh yeah, that's a good joint.
That was a good time.
I
I had a good time.
I'll say one my favorite is I had it drawn out in Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore.
The Joan,
Yeah.
the Joan that, and then we had like the promo was footage of that Joan.
Yeah.
That one, I like that. I fucked
Yeah.
with that Joan at the strip club.
Yeah, strip club John.
Yeah, that Joan was a good Joan too. That was a good night too. Baltimore was a good night too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, shout out to Baltimore. That shit was a good night
Yeah.
too.
I'm not gonna
That was a good
lie.
night too.
I've been out Baltimore once or twice. They can get turned. I just didn't have time to experience the food.
Yeah.
Was the food good at the strip club?
I didn't eat the
ain't gonna lie,
food.
niggas.
Look,
I
Niggas was
I ain't even gonna hold you.
niggas was eating.
I
Niggas
did
was
not eat
cheating.
the food. No, I did not.
Yeah, that night niggas was just on a mission. We was
We was
getting
definitely on a
footage.
mission.
We was on some like vlog shit, BTS type shit for the performance.
Another
you
important thing
mean?
for artists to make sure y'all write that down.
You mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we just was getting footage, vibing. You know what I'm saying? Taking a little road trip, do a little show. That shit was lit. It was a good time.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing about this shit you say was one of the most important things about this shit. And like, I say like, be like for anybody that's, if you listening, be wise, not smart. Like, patience.
Patience.
Like, cause sometimes, yo, it be bullshit. One, don't fuck up the freestyle cipher before the show. You embarrass niggas. You snap on nigga. You look real. You start turning up on the freestyle cipher. You done embarrassed everybody. They put you at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. So you go at your original. So you go at your original spot. You done with it. Listen.
Yeah.
Get thrown at the end of the show because you done made all the house rap, the niggas who venue it is, you done made them niggas look bad during the cipher. Oh yeah, he gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. And other than that, still, even be patient, bro. You mean be patient. You never know who watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, be patient, bro. Be patient, be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Be patient, be consistent. Don't let nothing that go crazy in this game. Fall back and revamp, fall back and strategize. But like bro said, still show your face, still keep yourself relevant, still find a way to network. You feel what I'm saying? In the midst of the revamp, because you gotta keep going. More than anything you want to do, you gotta keep going. It's the most important thing in this game. And anything you do, keep going, no matter what. Don't stop.
No, that's big facts. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. When it came to New York, like you said, you enjoyed your time out there. The crowd was very responsive out there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that shit was
Yeah, they was fucking with me. They was fucking with me. And like that was like one of our like early on shows. The whole camp sled. You feel me? Like we was fried as shit. And like what the fuck song is that? All Flight No Flight.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
All fight, no
All
fight.
Fight No Flight, bro. That you mean like they was fucking with that. And that shit,
Yeah,
like, I
that
ain't no
shit
drill rapper.
turned.
That shit just kind of just.
Yeah, that shit turned.
Yeah, that joint had motherfuckers on their feet. They was fucking with that. You mean generally that's like I love performing that. You mean because it's like a lot of people feel that energy of like. You mean like we all understand that like that main problem is you mean like that energy when it flows. You mean it's hard to do anything about it but flow with it. So I mean, a lot of people resonate with that track. You feel me? So I love performing it. You mean, get people in. It gets the people going. You know what I mean? I fuck with that.
Nah, that's facts.
They was fucking with that joint.
Hey,
So the last question that I always ask on the podcast, if y'all can give a gem out there, like one final piece of advice to artists out there who are, you know, still building their brand or on the come up, what would be that one piece of advice that you would give them? For you, I'm pretty sure, like you said, patience and consistency.
I'm gonna say protect your neck. That's all I can say, man.
What the Wu told you best.
Yeah, protect your neck, man.
That part.
It's like that's the best thing I can tell you. At the end of the day, these motherfuckers is shiesty. These hoes be fucking trying to play you, so you gotta protect your neck above all.
Yeah. Long story short, short story midget.
Nah, that's big facts. I ain't even going. Like I said,
Protect your fucking neck. That's
keep that shit in the safe.
Yeah, man.
because at the end of the day, like this shit require a team. But man, like try to keep that shit close knit.
Just gotta make sure you gotta have the right players.
Right, keep that shit close knit, man. Like keep that shit close knit.
Cause niggas is shiesty.
I mean, you gotta understand this, man. Like, it comes down to this. One thing about any business, this shit's a business. When you think about any business, make sure that the team interest feeds everybody's self-interest. Because as soon as anybody feel like their self-interest not being met, they will fuck the team. And
High
be
key.
like, fuck the team. So make sure that the team interest is always meeting everybody's self-interest, bro. That's
Yeah, man.
especially for whoever is the top nigga, the head nigga, the CEO, whatever. Like that's the main thing to focus on. Like
Protect your neck.
protect your neck and make sure everybody. You know what I'm saying, make sure everybody feel like they eating.
Yeah, but the second half I gotta give to that is make sure you
feel like
play
they
your
eating.
part and be a team player. Cause some niggas, they get put on a team and think they can chill on the bench and still enjoy the endeavors.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
I say it like this. When it comes to everybody that's in my team, even when they not here, when they not around me, everybody I know they working. So
Yeah.
it's like I said, everybody don't gotta be sitting in this room with me like it's the Last Supper.
Nah,
For
facts.
everybody, like even right now, either they working or as soon as they wake up tomorrow,
They get into it.
like you feel me. So it's like
But you got, and that's love when you I mean, you can be able to trust that, bro. It's love. You gotta be able, you keep the right motherfuckers so you can trust that, bro.
shit.
'Cause
That's what
motherfuckers might be working, but is they working for us or is they working for me? You know what I'm saying?
I say it like
That's how
this.
I get.
For
Motherfuckers
me-
get to working on that me shit. Get off that we shit.
No, that's like I said. That's why the other part says like you can't be selfish.
Can't
you
be selfish.
You can personal individualism exists for a reason.
Mhm.
Always have your personal goals, always.
Right.
But you know you a part of a.
You don't bite the hand that
when
feeds
you
you.
a part of a collective. You know, there's no one to be that team player.
Nah,
That's
Stay
facts.
down. Stay down. I mean, that's
You know,
more than anything. Stay down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just know when to be that team player. You know, it's not going to be every time, but you know when the time comes, and you know
no,
when,
that's facts, bro.
And pay niggas their money back, yo.
Don't be owing niggas. Don't be in debt.
Don't be
Pay your
owing
debts.
niggas. Pay niggas their money back,
Pay
yo.
your debts. Pay your debts.
My father just had to
I
break.
feel like these labels can definitely learn a thing or two from that. Another note because that's on another note because y'all already
Yo,
know.
the hand motherfuckers a bill and they be like, "Are you serious?" You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm serious. This service is rendered.
Yeah, right.
Hey man,
They gonna tell you what they did for you that they didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
I'll
All
tell
I'm
you what
gonna
they
say
did.
is
niggas is hoes, man.
It's capitalism.
Yeah.
So you gotta
no,
capitalize.
it's capitalism and fuck shit.
So you gotta capitalize. You know what I'm saying? Gotta capitalize. So
All I know is get right. Because the one thing that's right is like you said, knowledge, research, knowing your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do that, artist, boom.
You good.
I'm telling you. One thing I'm gonna tell you, artist, one thing. I may not be the biggest yet, but when you know your research,
Mm-hmm.
it's not about being the biggest yet. It's about striking them when they least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know what the fuck to do after that shit.
I think you just gotta like be cool with like how success comes in levels. Like success is whatever the standard is at the moment. Once you reach that standard, then it's a new standard. So it's cool. Like you gonna feel successful for a moment, and always be ready to move on to the next success. The same thing if something don't work out, there's still a way to move on, and the next thing be success. So keep moving.
Shit don't work out, be optimistic.
Keep grinding.
Simple as that. Like
keep grinding.
optimism exists for a reason. Be optimistic. That's all I can tell people with that shit. And that'd probably be my final gem to mix in with the patience and everything. Always be optimistic. Shit ain't gonna always go the way, but you feel me? We here. You happy? You feel me?
Facts.
And like I said, we here, and it's your boy 215 Got Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this, producers, new favorite podcast. Let me rap with you. Big quick, still will. You already know. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Until the next one. And y'all already know, make sure y'all put it in the comments. Shout out to Tone. You feel me? But until then,
Shout out to Tone.
it's a wrap. And we out.
Ah.
Yeet.